Zanzi, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about the latest episode of Utando Nesembu. So viewers of Utando Nesembu are basically reaching their breaking point with Mangwebe after the latest episode aired. So fans flooded social media with complaints calling her grumpy attitude toward Umusa and the other wives unbearable, because many viewers feel like Mangwebe has been in a sour mood for most of this show's season and are wondering why she hasn't left the marriage if she's so unhappy like she said that she was. So many people took to social media to view out, and express their feelings with regards to her attitude. Some fans even joked that Umangwabe's presence alone now feels heavy on the show, while others expressed sadness that her character's bitterness overshadows a moment of joy, which is kind of very true because I remember one episode whereby she was wearing one earring and Uma Kumalo was trying basically to make light of the situation, and she kept on reminding them that the only reason that she's wearing one earring is because Umusa was the one who was rushing her, and Umusa is the one who said let's go even though she's not ready. So the point of her wearing that earring was like, to me it seemed like a very petty and unnecessary move. She could have literally just removed the other earring and just not worn any earrings at all. And also when they were talking about the houses, she was very much complaining the fact that the house that they picked for her is not the one that she would pick, but due to the time, she had to pick something that she didn't like. And like, I kind of get where people are coming from. It is kind of now trying. It's like it's giving a bitter woman. Like, I understand that most people would like focus on her reaction rather than what caused her to react that way. Like, yes, we understand that she has been going through a lot with her marriage and all the things that Umusa has been doing to her, but I do feel like now she's kind of like carrying that the thing of hate and bitterness. Like, she hasn't healed. Like, even if she talks about Umu Samsel, she talks about him as if he's not her husband. Like, I remember in another episode whereby she was in another scene rather whereby she was talking to her sisters and saying that Umu Samselegu said all these things about her on live television and this and that. I do feel like if she were to sit down and talk to her husband privately, they would be able to resolve things. And people are still asking when is she leaving, because she has been saying since the beginning of this season that she's leaving. Yena akasafune lutho. Since number 5 is here, she's this is the last. She's like this marriage, this entire marriage thing is over. I do feel like that sometimes, not sometimes, but the show itself, I do feel like it kinds of plays a huge role in the destroyment of this family. I don't know if I'm making sense. I do feel like them having this show has had rather a negative impact on their entire dynamic as a polygamist family. I do feel like having this show kind of ruined this family in some way, because I feel like now that everything is happening out in the open, they cannot longer have private conversations about anything, because literally everything is out in the open. If people were to see Mangwabu somewhere else with another guy, it would literally trend. So I do feel like having this show, it did more damage than it did good, because if you look at the pictures, guys, of the while back, way before they even got into the whole Utana Temple, you could literally tell just from the pictures that these people were happy. These people were living in a happy life. They were comfortable in their lives. But now it seems like literally all the wives are miserable in some way, one or the other. It's like all of them. Umayen has her own attitude and her own things going on, and Umangwabe is also her doing her thing. Like, Jay, it feels like this show itself has damaged this family to a point whereby I don't feel that it can be resolved. Like, they can be able to reunite and come together and forgive one another and be in a happy place like they were before. But anyways, guys, comment down below what you guys think of this comment, what of this video. And another thing, I am I'm not in full support of people judging just her reaction. You've got to consider what has caused her to react this way. Like, people are so quick to notice the reaction, not the action of what actually caused that reaction.